Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting closer and closer to Season 2. Yesterday, we got the trailer for Ashika Island. The day before that, we got the TAC map for it. And today, we got the information on the DMZ update for Season 2, which does sound way better than I had originally thought. Now, I've talked about it before on the channel. DMZ is something I think I want to get more and more into, have videos up on the channel, deep dives, and I'm going to be doing even more with it, including live streams, which are going to happen on Twitch, which is linked down below. I'm going to have short form content on my second channel, which is linked down below, called Ink Plays. I've already started uploading shorts there today. We're gonna have story videos, shortened, things like that. And on top of that, TikTok as well, which I just made today. So if you want to check out my TikTok, second channel, Twitch, a lot of stuff is going to be going on with DMZ and all of those. So be sure to check out all of those down below. But for today, we have an update. We have an update as to what is happening to DMZ within Season 2. And I just wanted to go through it, talk about what's good, what's bad, and my overall thoughts on it. And of course, on the channel in the future, we're going to be doing a lot more of this, especially starting with Season 2. So here we are with the Path to Season 2 DMZ update, and I've been following DMZ a lot, and like I said, we're going to be playing it a lot more on the channel, so a lot of this I'm actually really excited about. So starting off, we have the new Exclusion Zone, the new map, Ashika Island. We talked a lot more about it yesterday. If you want an in-depth look at that, click the link down in the description. It'll be down there as well. But essentially what they are saying is new in Ashika Island is a new weapons case, also a new boss called the Bomb Maker. I'm guessing that there's going to be something that you unlock, maybe a new weapon by killing him and extracting with it, like we saw within El Mazrah. And then new locked and dangerous spaces to access and explore, just like El Mazrah, and more. We don't know what the end more is. Building 21 they go on about, it's going to operate very similar to it currently operating within DMZ as of right now, where you have to get the access card and then you can go in. The way that they say you can access these is through SAM site crates, chopper boss crates, buy stations, and legendary orange crates. So again, very similar to how it operates now. And then El Mazrah, I'm just going to read this one to you. If you've currently played a lot of DMZ, this might interest you. It says, there are developments to explore in El Mazrah as well, with updated intel, including the crash of an unknown aircraft at the Satik Cave Complex. Does that sound familiar? Do you remember the cutscene from the end of the campaign? I'm just saying, we're going to have to dive more into that one. The fight between White Lotus and Legion rages on. Perhaps operators can take advantage of this interfaction animosity. Okay, pretty straightforward there. That's what's going on with the new locations. Now, refresh and reset. So what you need to know about this is what is refreshing and what is resetting and what isn't. So contraband weapon inventories are rolled back. All of your contraband weapons are going to be gone. So use them now. They're going to be gone at the beginning of Season 2. Keys, totally empty. They're getting rid of your keys. Faction mission progress, totally resetting. This is the one where we go along the lines of, I'm not sure whether they should do that or not, but the reason that they are explaining that they are doing this is because they're adding in new missions to each faction, and you're going to have to go back to the beginning, and then the progression of it is going to be better as well. What is not resetting is your insured weapon slot. So if you completed that, it is not going bye-bye. Don't worry, you get to keep that. Also, all bosses and enemy rewards, so like blueprints, things like that, you get to keep as well. We then have the new faction, which is called Crown. The description of this: Modern Warfare 2 owners will also have access to mission orders from a brand new fourth faction, Crown. This is a British group, is shrouded in mystery, but they have certainly piqued the interest of Black Mao. Now, as far as this goes, you have to own Modern Warfare 2 to have access to the Crown and these missions. This is obviously to peak sales within Modern Warfare 2. And hey, I guess it makes sense for them to peak their sales, but you can let me know what you think of this in a free-to-play game. The rest of it's free-to-play. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Now, recent changes. There's essentially 3 things here that they have updated. Enemy tuning. Essentially, enemies are going to be easier in DMZ. They are spawning less of them, they are less difficult, and they have worse aim. All I think they really needed to do there was probably worse aim, as they can just snipe you from across the map in many different ways, but the rest of it seems a little bit overkill. However, this makes it easier for solo players who want to play DMZ. Yes, they will still have to fight teams of 3 all the time, but this will make it easier to go in, do missions, complete your stuff, which I think I'm planning on playing solo and doing a series based off of that. So that's good for me, but I don't know if they've adjusted it too much. We'll have to wait and see, especially when we take in the mission difficulty tuning thing that we're going to talk about in a sec. The second thing is spawn points. So spawn points have been updated. There's more of them, and they're closer to stuff is essentially what they have done. So you're not going to be spawning way far away, have to travel in to just fight someone or kill an AI. you're going to be close to stuff and you're going to be close to good stuff when you spawn in, and there's more of the spawn points as well. And then mission difficulty tuning. This one I kind of wanted to read to you just to get your guys' opinion on it. Data and feedback reinforced that the faction mission difficulty ramp was too aggressive for many players, and the demanding scale ultimately made it very challenging to unlock the second insured weapon slot, completing all tier 3 missions in season 1. We have adjusted the overall scaling of difficulty in missions as the tiers progress. Later tier missions will still be quite challenging even for the experienced operator, but we believe more straightforward access to additional insured slot will provide a better path forward for all players. In other words, what I take away from this is it's going to be relatively the same, except missions are going to be easier up until the second insured slot. After that, then we will get some more challenging missions. The way I'd like to see this addressed is specifically the ones where you have to like loot 50 of one item and bring them to a drop. Just seems excessive and a big time kill. I don't like those, so hopefully they just reduce the number on those and then we can see about the rest of the missions, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't exactly know how they're changing them aside from what they have said there. Now, this is the most important thing out of all of this entire blog post, in my opinion. It is when they address the future of DMZ. They start out by saying there will not be a faction mission reset at the beginning of every season. Now, they do not say they're not getting rid of your contraband and keys at the beginning of every season. It sounds like they will be doing that, but they're not going to refresh all your missions. They say that DMZ is still in beta, and every single season they're going to be trying something new, whether that is adding a new faction, adding new sets of missions at the end of that season. They might be doing that, but what we can expect is at least out of season 3, we probably won't be getting missions reset, which means if you want to get into DMZ and you want to do all of the missions, you want to complete everything, season 2 is a great time to start, because we at least know, at least it sounds like, season 3, there will not be another mission reset. So this is the time to get your grind on. This is the time to really get into it, like I will be doing. And like I said, we'll be doing stuff on this channel, on the second channel, over on TikTok, all of that, links down in the description. And I'm really, really excited for that. Now, I want to give you my opinion on this update. I think 90% of the things that we are seeing in here are really, really great. I think getting rid of contraband and getting rid of keys is great. I don't mind them doing that at the beginning of every single season. Getting weapons and, well, getting keys can sometimes be a hassle. But to me, that is just a decent reset. It doesn't do anything crazy to the game. It locks some locations off. It makes you grind a little bit more. The faction mission reset is where I think people are going to have some problems with, but hey, if they're readjusting the way that the missions are done, they're adding in new ones to each faction and adding a new faction altogether. I think that'll be a lot of fun, and I think a lot of players will have a lot of fun with that. So I think that part is good. But someone who is like halfway through the missions and just getting into it and like we're making progress here is going to be really frustrated with that. Fortunately, you get to keep your insured weapon slots, which is good. So at least you are rewarded for doing something within that first season. So that's a big thumbs up in my books. Where this is going moving forward, I like that there's another map being added. I like that they're adding a new faction, and I like that they're really expanding on this. I'm excited to get in and play more, and I really haven't played that much. So if you're already a player, you're already into DMZ, I think a lot of you are going to be really happy with this. That's my opinion. If you disagree, feel free to let me know down in the comments. If you like the update, if you don't, just let me know down there. Also, if you enjoyed the video, found it informative, be sure to hit that like button. It shows me that you want to see more DMZ content, and it'll give me some kind of feedback so that I know that you want to see this stuff moving forward. And also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, have notifications on, all that jazz. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out. We are